So today is a doctor teacher, and the doctor teacher is different than master teacher. Now, since our doctor teacher is in control of what we're supposed to learn, now's a good time to ask, what's my next step? Or is there something I'm supposed to know about what I'm learning now?
Yeah, it was really interesting. I always get surprised when I do this. What came up for me is I saw the ancient ascended master Lao Tzu. I'm very fond of Lao Tzu. The more you understand how life works, the more you can understand to work with the forces of nature. And the more you work with the forces of nature, you will become more and more happiness. Because the reason why people are not happy, because there are parts of them that are going contradictory to the forces of nature. And they're not even conscious of doing that. Using systems with the I Ching brings your unconscious to conscious awareness. The more conscious awareness you have.
Welcome, I'm Rachel Chamness, a shamanic channeling mentor at Soundwaves Heal. This video contains portions of my Tag Trance Channel Mediumship course Level 1 and a Student Spotlight. You'll find a new video every Saturday of my students or graduate master practitioners, as it's my mission to empower and uplift my clients. The master teacher is like your main guide, but the doctor teacher is your doctor of philosophy. So it's like your doctorate degree of spirit guides. So your doctor teacher is a guide that assists you in spiritual growth and studies. They help us understand philosophy, and they're present anytime you take on a new subject to learn. So your doctor teacher probably guided you to this class and to other things that you've taken classes in and learned. So some ways that they might present information is if a book falls off the shelf, or you open a book to a certain page and it's like, this is the perfect page. This is exactly what I needed to hear. Wow. Or you have 3 different people say, have you read the book A Course in Miracles? You know what I mean? And you're like, okay, then you know you got to read it. Sometimes they do come as like professors, like wizards are really common. Merlin, big doctor teacher people. And also ascended masters like Jesus. My doctor teacher is a shaman, and I was relieved to hear that because my guides kept telling me that I'm supposed to do shamanic work, and I was resisting it for a long time, thinking that I wanted to do any like appropriation or that sounds like too big for me. And so it just made me feel better. I would just channel Mother, her name's Mother, and let her do it. Right? And that's basically what I do anyway. Turns out that you heard me talk about it. I really feel shamanism and multidimensional healing, all that's the same stuff, said in different ways, walking between worlds, working in higher dimensions, channeling higher dimensional guides, healing, all that stuff that's what that is. So I'm off the hook. I don't have to be a shaman. I can just channel it. So learning who your guides are and what they do kind of helps piece together the information of what you're doing and why you're here. After a while, when I started to realize that, I was like, well, it makes sense that I am doing shamanic channeling and mentoring when I finally came around to it, because my doctor teacher's a shaman, so you never know what you're going to get. But eventually you kind of look at your guides and how they up level, and then it kind of tells a story of what you're doing here. We can do the meditation. Let me clear everyone and ground them. For a replay as well. Grounding everyone. And attuning you to your doctor teacher. Maya Tareka Soroyam, Maya Toriatisi Ono Korea Bayadayam, Ayadokosiam, Ayatoku. Call in our archangels and elements. Beginning in the south, we call in Archangel Michael with his flaming sword of truth and protection, his sapphire blue light, the element of fire. Bringing in this beautiful light all around our body, we ask him to use his sword to cut all cords, release all stories and attachments, to clear us completely, and stand in our south corner for protection and transmutation of all lower frequency energies to love. We are calling in only the highest light and the highest light beings. We call in Archangel Michael's tools and his protection teams to help us in this meditation to achieve what's for the highest good and the good of all. And we'd like to call in the north, Archangel Uriel, bringing in his golden light, his ruby red light, and his symbol, which is the golden pentacle. He brings in nature and peace, and he surrounds you with a connection of the 5th dimensional ascended earth, a connection to all nature beings and animals, elementals, and all his teams and helpers, and his tools of manifestation and help for your light work. Then we call in the West Archangel Gabriel in the element of water. He brings in his diamond light as a large waterfall that cleanses and clears all chakras in the energy field. High above your head, it begins clearing and filling each one with diamond light, all the way into your earthly body and down into the Earth Star chakra. He brings his water diamond light teams, diamond light dragons, and they cleanse and purify you in every state: physical, spiritual, emotional, mental, and ethereal. Calling in the East, Archangel Raphael and his emerald green light, the element of air. He brings with him his tools and his healing team, which includes Archangel Ariel, bringing in their green lights to promote healing on the earthly plane by bringing this light throughout the whole body, clearing our pineal gland, clearing us in every way, connecting us to our higher selves and our ascension timeline. And then we call in all other angels and highlight being helpers, teams, and tools of the horizontal plane now. We call in all spirit teams, animals and totems, elementals, ancestral family teams, starseed galactic teams, and all teams and helpers to come in now that are of the highest light. We call in the vertical plane of ether or spirit, calling in Sandalphon's beautiful silvery light in connection with the 5D ascended earth and Mother Gaia up through the body, all through our body and into the heart. Above, we call in Archangel Metatron and his beautiful orange and gold light, bringing that all the way down into the body, into the heart, letting the silver and gold lights mix and go out all the way into our entire energy field and into the field of where we're growing, clearing us and healing anything in the auric field that needs to be healed, removing anything that needs to be removed, protecting us. Now you find yourself in front of Archangel Raziel, who's a beautiful angel, very wizardy. He has a warm rainbow light, and he's radiating it from his palms towards you. This warm rainbow light just seeps into every part of your body, your whole torso, your front and back, your spinal cord, your back, your legs, knees, ankles and feet, and then up the neck, back of the head, all through the entire head and face, eyes, mouth, jaw, tongue, and teeth. Your whole body just warm and relaxed in this beautiful light. And now you find yourself in front of a golden elevator, which is a portal of sorts. You're feeling how safe it is to take this ethereal golden elevator to where you'd like to go in this meditation. You press the button for down, the elevator opens, you step into this large, spacious elevator, and you choose the button that says Akashic Hallway of Spirit Guides. As the door begins to shut, I'll count from 5 to 1, and as I do, the elevator will begin to move softly to the ground floor, where the Akashic Hallway of Spirit Guides will await you. As you go down the elevator, you'll feel more relaxed and ready to receive the information in this meditation. 5. The elevator doors shut, and you feel relaxed and happy, knowing your destination awaits you. 4. As the elevator descends, you feel lighter and lighter. All the worries having melted away, and a sense of calm anticipation is within you. 3. You're so relaxed and you know the soothing sounds you hear will only relax you more now. 2, this feeling of relaxation is so profound that you realize you should experience it every day, even more. 1, though your elevator has reached its destination, the door hasn't opened yet. You're excited, feeling a mixture of anticipation, calm, and peacefulness to meet your doctor teacher and to have a little more fun in life. So you resolve to have a little fun with this meditation as the doors open to reveal a large arched doorway that leads you to a circular room with many doors. One of these doors is the doctor teacher door. You might feel it or know it or see it. If you can see it, then maybe it looks different. Find the doorknob, turn and walk into this place. And just notice immediately, are you inside or outside? And your doctor teacher's here now. So just get a good sense of them and ask them who they are and where do they come from. And ask your doctor teacher to give you a symbol, a sign, a visual, or a feeling for when they're trying to get your attention. You would like to know when you need to get in touch with your doctor teacher or if they're trying to give you a sign in the world of 3D. Now, since our doctor teacher is in control of what we're supposed to learn now's a good time to ask, what's my next step? Or is there something I'm supposed to know about what I'm learning now? And if there's another step on the horizon, what is it and when should I begin? Now we'll just thank our guide. If there was any question you still had that wasn't answered yet, such as a name, or if you want to just get a better sense of them now, or anything else, now's the time to ask, or maybe you have a question. And we can thank our guide and ask them if there's anything else we should know before we return to our bodies. You're still breathing deeply, feeling safe and connected. Since it's time to emerge, I'm going to count from 1 to 3. And by the time I reach 3, you'll be fully awake. And you'll remember everything that's happened in this meditation. And will awaken to more insight as time goes on. 1, time to come back into your body and back into the room. You're feeling very much at peace now. 2, as you return softly to your body, you can feel all of your energy returning back into your limbs. You can move your fingers and toes. And 3, now that your energy's back in your body, your soul feels clear and light. And we'll just take a minute to reconnect to Gaia's 5th dimensional grid, anchoring you into new earth. And welcome back. When you're ready, write down your impressions so you don't forget. What about you, Daniel?
Yeah, it was really interesting. I always get surprised when I do this. What came up for me is I saw this old Chinese man, and I was like, I saw him. It was the ancient ascended master Lao Tzu, and I'm very fond of Lao Tzu. So I was like, wow.
How do you spell that?
Laotzu. He was telling me you can learn about music through the I Ching. And I studied a little bit of the I Ching, not a lot, but I was really, again, that came out of nowhere. I was like, I asked him, like, what are next steps? What should I do? And he told me you can learn about music from the I Ching. And I was like, how's the I Ching related? He said that some of the hexagram characters in the I Ching are related to musical notes. He said not all of them are, but some of them are, and they can learn more about music from learning the I Ching. And I was like, wow, that's really interesting. And again, I wasn't thinking about music. It's like really came out of like left field.
I love it. That's so good.
So now I gotta like get, but then he asked another question is like, is that the only reason why I should study the I Ching? He's like, no, it's also a path of ascension. That each like hexagram is like code, like a light code to bring you up to heaven. I think there's 64 characters in I Ching.
Wow, that's so cool. I hope you write all this down because your guides usually give you so much to do. That's really neat.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's
So
awesome.
exciting. Okay. My doctor teacher is a shaman. Her name is Mother. She first showed herself to me as an elephant. If you guys read my newsletters, probably heard of her before. Later, she came through as like a wizened, dark-skinned old woman, basically. And she says she's not of this earth. She's of another plane. And she's a shaman. Her name's Mother as Ezra. She finally gave me her full name after I channeled her like 45 times. So I get a lot of information when I do this class again. So yeah, she's interesting. I think we should do the channeling writing right now. All right. Daniel, you want to go first?
Yeah, I've got a lot, but I didn't have time to. There's a lot more. I'll tell you what I did get. The hex symbols in the I Ching are very powerful symbols that show how energy flows, the flow of life. Each hexagram or symbol in the I Ching points the energy in a different direction to help you show how to balance and be in harmony, to help you be in sync with the universe. When you learn to adapt to these energies or frequencies. Also learned about the 5 elements, and there is a secret 6th element called spirit, not mentioned by many people. This will teach you how to learn how to become a master of life and master of the universe. You notice in front of you a picture of a ladder in front of you. You go up this ladder. This ladder is also a symbol of your genetics. If you ask the right questions, it can change your mind. It can rewire your brain, change the neurology, and help you go up the ladder of life. It's time for you to promote yourself and promote the I Ching, the detailed philosophy of the I Ching. That's all I had time to write, but more started coming in, but then we had to stop. So writing, but there'll be
amazing. Well, I hope you have time after class to write. Do some more. I'd do it right after class.
Yes. Now he's saying that he wants to work with me because he wants to create. They said like the I Ching was created over a period of time. I wasn't just like one person. And he said that it's the book of changes doesn't stop. It keeps evolving, keeps growing, and it's like knowledge that keeps expanding. And he wants me to write some automatic writing to expand. So he was telling me what we can do is add a new music component to the I Ching. And so we can even combine different systems together, like with Om, like when people say Om, the mantra Om, we can combine it with some of the I Ching to combine these different systems together. Because Om is also like a frequency of beginning to end of the universe. They said like the beginning of the universe started with Om and ends with Om or something like that. I'm not the world's expert at Om, at least not yet. So he said that we can combine some of these I Ching hexagrams, which relate to musical notes, to that. So I started to write down some stuff. Like we can maybe chant Om beginning, that's related to the I Ching, Om receiving, Om transforming, Om balancing, Om returning, Om I am. So I'm still working on it, but this is like what I have is the chant. So we constantly combine the Om with like an I Ching principle understanding.
That's cool. And you can look up what each musical note in the water, what sacred geometry it makes. That might help you too. But bring him in for trance. Let's hear what he says.
And Lao Tzu, philosopher from China, hundreds of years ago. I am an old wise man. Many, many years I read many books of philosophy, understanding the way of life. Because the better philosopher you are, the more happy you are. The only way to true happiness is through understanding philosophy. Philosophy is the best topic to understand, to read, to learn true happiness. If you want to learn true happiness, then study philosophy. Doesn't matter where you're from, what path you're from, or what country you are, or what you look like. Everybody has a philosophy. So learn the path, find your own path in philosophy. A philosophy means the understanding of life. The more you understand how life works, the more you can understand to work with the forces of nature. And the more you work with the forces of nature, you will become more and more happiness. Because the reason why people are not happy, because there are parts of them that are going contradictory to the forces of nature. And they're not even conscious of doing that. Using systems with the I Ching brings your unconscious to conscious awareness. The more conscious awareness you have of your behaviors, your thoughts, your emotions, you can understand how if you're in tune and in harmony with nature, or out of tune or out of harmony with nature. This is very important to understand. Understanding all the elements is also very important. There are 5 Chinese elements, and I spent most of my life studying water and earth and a little bit of air. I did not have time to go very deep into all the elements, because each element can take many lifetimes to understand. They go very, very deep. These are very deep principles on understanding the fabric of the universe, how the universe was created. The universe was created by these 5 elements. They are so important, and they can take a very long time to have a deep understanding of each element. Most people don't understand what the elements are really about. It's really understanding how the universe was created. And by understanding and working with the elements, you become a co-creator of the universe. Doesn't that sound interesting to you, becoming a co-creator of the universe? Many people are sad because they are not co-creating with the universe. They're just following other people's philosophies. They are not thinking. They do not have conscious awareness. That's why I suggest study the I Ching to have higher levels of conscious awareness. It's now accessible to everybody through the internet and social media. And many years ago, we didn't have these tools of internet and social media. We had to find a master, sometimes climb a mountain for days, weeks, or months to find this master who really understands the great Tao of life, of becoming a real master. Becoming a real master takes many, many years and tremendous amount of discipline. It's not for the faint of heart, nor is anybody ready right this moment to become a master. It takes many years of study, but the most important thing is you need to find a true master first, that he can teach you and you can follow in his ways, so he can make you more consciously aware. What a real true master is a mirror of you, so you can have deeper awareness of yourself, your ways of being. And then you can become your own master. When you follow your own new path, when you create your own new path, that is when you become a master in life. If you're always a follower, you will never become a master.
That was fantastic. Great job.
Thank you.
What did that feel like?
It didn't feel like me. I was almost like stepped aside and I was like, here, you do the talking.
That's what it feels like when I trance channel. I'm like, ooh, that's interesting.
I was like, where's this stuff coming from? Like, very interesting.
Yeah, great job. I love it.
I didn't know that he only studied 3 elements. I didn't know it takes lifetimes to study each element. I got to research that.
I thought that was fascinating.
Learn new things every day.
Yeah, well, that was great.